here we go again.
Alrighty, welcome everyone to another LVC matchup tonight. We have Rainbow Six taking on Keiser University Pembroke Pines. This is another matchup for the NACE Star League that they've been playing through all season long. They haven't had a lot of trouble either. We did see them play in their one of their NACE matchups last week, where they played Kettering Academy, pretty much their toughest test yet, at least when it comes to the NACE their NACE division, where they managed to win in a 2-0 fashion. I think it was like 7-5 map 1, and it was 7-1 map 2. So we'll see if Keiser University is able to give them a bit more trouble here. Looking at the divisional standings here for this conference, looks like LVC currently at 4-0. Kettering at 4-1, the team that we saw them play last week. And KUPP, or Keiser University Pembroke Pines, I'm sorry, I'm not going to call them their full name for most of this. They currently sit at 0-3, and they are in last place in the conference. So this very well could end up being a bit of a rough one. We'll see, though. Maybe they have something in them today that they haven't before. We never know. As we should be heading into this one pretty soon. I believe we're just waiting on we're waiting on a couple of the players of LVC, but also waiting for the Keiser players. This is a bit of an earlier matchup as well. We typically see matches start at like 7, 8 p.m. roughly for the most part. This one is scheduled for 5 p.m. at least Eastern time, and now it's 5:02. So we do have some of the players getting into the lobby now, but we still have a few more to wait for, and then we'll be ready to get things going. Over in the NACE division for LVC, they're currently in the Challengers East division, where they are, I believe, 3-2 or something of that nature. I'd have to look at it again. But they've been doing pretty solid over there. It's been a bit tougher of a road, though, I will admit. They've had a bit stronger of a schedule there, too, and it's really given them a challenge. They currently sit at oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say they currently sit at second, but the spreadsheet isn't updated from week 1. It's currently like week 7. So, oh, there we go. It's updated now. Never mind. They are currently in 4th place at 3-2. As LVC looking to make a deep run into the Challengers division. They could also very well make a run in Nationals if they place well enough this semester. Sorry, I'm trying to change the settings. We now have all of the players of Keiser in here. We're just waiting for Emporium and looks like Plexios to hop on in from LVC. And then we'll be ready to kick things off. Map number 1 is going to be Clubhouse. LVC starting on the defense. Map 2 will be Cafe, where they will start on the attack. And if we go to that decider, it'll be Oregon attack for LVC. We will find out, though. Apologies, responding to one of my other players for our Call of Duty team who plays later tonight. Our Call of Duty team will be taking on Butler Academy at 9:30. That may be on stream, that may not be on stream. We don't know just yet. But as we now have everyone in the lobby here in this series. We have everyone in the lobby now, just waiting for everyone to be ready on up. I know Keiser just has a player in the bathroom, so we may just wait for a couple seconds yet. But speaking of the schedule for tonight, we have this matchup with LVC R6 taking on Keiser University Pembroke Pines, and then we will have LVC Overwatch having a rematch with Messiah in a NACE matchup. We saw them play a few weeks ago in the Appalachian Conference, and sorry, I cannot type and speak at the same time. All right, well, it looks like we have everyone here from what it looks like. So we are going to start map number 1 over on Clubhouse. I forgot to plug my controller in, so that's unfortunate. Let me grab that real quick as I transition on over to the game. LVC starting on the attack here. The band's coming through. Sorry, I'm trying to get my cord for my controller, but I believe LVC going to go for that OSA ban. We've seen that a lot of the times, as they certainly do not like playing against that OSA. It's given them a lot of trouble before, and very likely could give them trouble again if they don't ban it, and here it is. There you go. OSA has been banned once again by LVC. Now Keiser going to look to ban as well. I don't know why, but I'm feeling a Jackal ban here for the side of Keiser. I've not seen them play, so I could be completely incorrect on that prediction, but they very well could go with that, and it looks like it is. I was correct. I'm getting better at this. I'm finally learning Siege. Jackal is the ban for the side of Keiser on the attacker, and it looks like Cade will be the ban for them on the defensive side. A bit more of a unique ban, but definitely an understandable one. If they've watched any VOD on LVC, they know LVC loves using the Cade. especially the Senate. So that'll be a player off the map, or another operator off the map, and LVC going to ban Azami. And there you go. You see the bans. And we will have to rehost, so we will get that going. Yeah, it looks like we will have to rehost, and we will just throw it to a break real quick as we get everyone back into the lobby and get the rehost going. So we will be right back before we are able to start into this series. Alrighty, we are back, and now we have make sure everyone has audio, and it sounds just like it'll be that way as LVC starting on the defensive side for now. You can see the picks here coming in for LVC on that defensive half. It's gonna be Bandit from Davies. That's not very typical of him, but we'll see him take that up today. The Senate gonna pick up the mute. We'll see Wamai from Reliable, Emporium on Valkyrie, and Plexios on the Solus. Very likely we're just gonna see Plexios sprinting around the map, as he certainly loves to do. Looking for any pick he can get. He may even toss himself out for a spawn peek, so we'll definitely go to him off the rip of the round. It's going to be the cache bomb site here on the second floor of the building. Going to likely see Mr. Davis look to hold, or actually maybe not Mr. Davis. It's going to be Reliable holding up top and Cat there. Here comes Plexios. Going to start prepping these walls for the silent jump out. But for now, he'll stay safe. Looking for any quick utility that gets put down, and he can shoot straight through that window there. He'll leave it for now. Rotate around, get some audio, get some calls from his teammates that maybe things are going a bit more awry on the different side of the map there, or different side of the map there. Also, we see agent, or operator that is so uncommon, I don't know the name, played there from Raid. We'll see if that leads to anything as cache site gets, or the cache window gets opened. It's going to be the Ionic clone from Ice that gets taken out. As Xander going to just open up all of the wall here he can. Try and make his way onto the site, open some things on up. Emporium working his way downstairs. Plexios gets into a fight early. No shots connect on either side. Davies just looks to continue bandit trapping that floor there. Spots the head of Ice. Not going to get the kill, though. Still a 5v5. Plexios may look to try and support Mr. Davis here. Spots the phone of another. He's going to be right on the other side of one of these players from KUPP. As the Senate gets some audio onto the site, he's going to have to look for some fights. As Davies takes down one, Plexios takes down another. Reliable finds one as well. But it's going to be Ronabos that finds a kill onto the Senate. 2v4. We also are seeing this money window or wall is not opened on up, so that's going to be a tough one. But at least Claire has the Habana to work with. Teammate on the other side of the wall. Both are at least breachers, so they have the utility they can use in this fight, or they can use to get into the site. They're going to have a tough time with it, especially with 4 players on the other side. And Emporium downstairs waiting to hop on out and see if he can get a kill from it. But Davey's going to be the first one to get a spot. That's going to be Ronabos going to fall there. It's all down to Claire. 1v4. He's not found a kill yet in the round. We'll need 4 here. Let's take the game, or take the round, and that's the first one onto Reliable. Pre-firing some wall there, but Plexios wins the fight. Heading into round number 2, LVC certainly with a comfortable one there. A bomb site that they definitely prefer. Now they will head on down to the basement. You're going to see the cap can get pulled out here from Emporium. Definitely have seen the prevalence of cap can more so recently over the past few weeks. So see the Senate on Oryx again. Looking to give him the ability to rotate when he needs to. He typically is the anchor on the sites, but that may not be his role in this one. Although we'll see Plexios once again on Solus looking to roam around and see what kills that he can find, what utility he detects. As the phone's in the pockets of the attacker is certainly going to be an issue. See a few cap cans being placed down again, but look, Plexios, where is he going to peek from? You certainly never know. Emporium's also upstairs, just trying to get his caps down and see if he can find anything with them. It's going to be a top-down sweep from what it looks like here if you are the side of KUPP. Clone's going to start coming in. The Ionic Clone as well from Ice. Not going to see anything, but gets some bullets towards his direction. So, going to have at least a little bit of info to work with there. Not a lot, but certainly something. Senate all the way at the top of the building, and there's not really going to be anyone there. So he's going to have to look to regroup as he takes a bit of damage, and he's done just that. Trying to take some fights from the top of this window. I think the Senate might need his glasses on. He is wearing them, but I need to check them. See, so I mean, it is easier on my screen, I will admit, but I saw the entire head of that player and just was not able to pull the trigger quite quick enough. As Davies gonna see that wall get broken, or that door get broken over in tunnel. So he's got to be careful. He's by himself on site. He's getting droned out, gets the Ionic Clone thrown to him. So now he's going to have a lot of pressure on his hands. Plexios at least gets one from above. That's going to be Ice off the map. Plexios just trying to get some more damage down. At least gets Claire to about 20 HP. Emporium will finish that kill off. Reliable manages to take out Xander as well. These last two players are stuck in the tunnel. So Dave, all he has to do is hold these tight angles, and he will certainly help his team clean up the round. Ronabos just looking for something, anything that he can find. Spot's reliable crossing there, but not able to pull the trigger on that one. And you can see Plexios just sprinting out, gonna find Ronabos, so now it's all down to Raid. And a 1v3, another 1vx situation. Not a good one either to be in. C4 doesn't do the damage, but he's getting shot from 3 different directions, and that will be the round to LVC. Good shots from the players on LVC there. LVC heads back up to that second floor, but this time they will look to take the bedroom site alongside the gym. Gonna see this very common mirror play. Gonna place it there on, or at least gonna look to place one here on the reinforcement. We'll see where the second one goes down, but for now he's just looking to get some things, a few more things cleared on up before placing down those mirrors, as he'll likely be the one to play on them anyways. Emporium also on the castle, just going to block off 3 of the main windows. Just to make it a bit tougher for the side of Keiser Pembroke to get things done and get into that site. You can see here from Davies. First, actually the second mirror window going down. Reliable tossing out some ADSs along with the Senate putting down the jammers. Here comes the start of this execution for the side of Keiser Pembroke. Xander on the ace, going to be able to take out this wall. The Thatcher nades coming in. As that wall going to get taken out. The Senate will be the one playing off this mirror here, so we'll see how much it's able to get done. So he's going to have a lot of information to work with. Emporium all the way downstairs. Trying to see if he can get a good angle from purple, but not quite able to for now. Keiser Pembroke just trying to find a way to attack this. Some shots from Plexios to the direction of Ice. Not going to connect. May have been the clone as well. I doubt it was the clone, but it could have been. There's still 3 players on the balcony. They're not going to have an easy time getting in here. The Senate has clear vision through that mirror, and Plexios is there to back him up. As Ronabos going to be the one to find the first blood. Finds the second. Two fantastic shots from Ronabos. Puts things in his team's favor. The Senate accidentally lobbed that C4 a bit too close. Davies is going to be on the second mirror. He'll just be getting all the info he can off of it. But for now, it's actually not a terrible situation if you are LVC. They have all the info they need on these players, and the mirror gets broken. So now the Senate has to be careful, but that player's going to run right into his sights. Emporium finds another. Now down to a 3v3. Davies gets smoked off, so now these players of KUPP have the map space to work with. They're going to be blind as well, but they'll at least have something. As Claire gets one, but it's immediately traded by Davies. Down to a 2v2, Davies and Emporium. Emporium going to be playing in bathroom. Davies still on the mirror towards the cache side. This player, they don't have the diffuser though. The diffuser is not in their hands. They need to pick this one up. If they want to get a chance in this round or go for the kills, and good shots from Claire. Gives Keiser a chance now. Davies, though, just has to stay alive, and he does. LVC, a bit of a scary one for them. It manages to work out, though, as Davies just does what he needs to and stays alive in the 1v2. LVC continue to take rounds. They are now up 3-0 in this game. Have not had a ton of trouble finding the kills either. Now, last round, they did make it a bit close, or Keiser did make it a bit close, but in the end, it was still LVC having a great strat to work things out and simply just outgunning when they needed to. Trades were fairly effective. And those mirror walls, or mirrors coming in very useful. They head back to the cache site. Here comes Keiser Pembroke, looking to get their first round on the board. Looks like they're not going to opt for that Capitao strat that we've seen a lot of teams pull out here on this cache site as a way to take this player off of the balcony. They don't really have anything to clear him out other than maybe the Iona clone, but that's just going to give him information. They know that they'll just know he's there, but see Claire downstairs, just opening up the floorboards. Plexios on the other side of this hatch. Just looking for something. Davies might be able to bait this player out, but Ice gets down. I'm not sure by who, but they might not even be able to get Ice back up. I don't know what spot he's in. Looks like he's down right outside a garage, so maybe not. Plexios gets downed up top too, so for now it's just an even trade. Reliable. Taking a bit of damage. All he has to do is stay alive here. Ronabos gets some damage down onto Reliable, but he's got to be careful. He has one under him and one looking through the reinforcement hole. Reliable, though, the one to get credited with the first blood, but Xander has a huge hole in this wall. Senate just playing his life perfectly. Not getting too aggressive, and he's going to win the fight there too as teammates pick up a couple more. All down to Raid, and Plexios will clean him on up. A 4-0 for LVC so far in this one. And it's looked fairly clean throughout. Now it's back down to the basement side again. Gonna have that same setup. Worked last time. There's realistically no reason why it shouldn't work here unless we see something different from the side of Keiser. For now, it looks like they just have a bandit. But Ronabos may switch back to Ash. Ronabos has really been their fragger at least at the current moment. Ice sitting at 0-4. Xander at 1-4. Not great showings from them so far here. You can see it on the other side, Reliable 5-3. And Plexios 5-1. Even has 3 assists to go with it. He's just been having a great time sprinting on around. And it looks like, yeah, the blitz will be locked in for Keiser. Looks like they're just gonna, they may just try to play off of this and run in right behind him, but LVC have only 1 C4 to work with, so it's not the end of the world. Plexios may look to peek here, as he does get the spot. Does know that he is in fact a blitz. Tries to spawn peek so quickly. Gonna be a bit too much, a bit overzealous. He's gonna pay for it. Just 30 seconds into the round. It's going to be a 4v5. Keiser with the lives. It looks like Keiser players have just ran around the entire map just to get to this spot. Now drones coming in through tunnel, followed by the Iona clone. Senate holding off this hallway to purple. May be able to find one with it. Just trying to wait, but Davies, the one on site, gonna have some pressure towards his way. Ronabos gets the kill with the pistol. Great shot from Ronabos as he takes out the Senate, keeping Keiser in the advantage. Now Keiser looking to get downstairs towards the site. Ronabos is close by here. And it looks like important. They have some sight through the foothole. Has to be careful, so it looks like they do know he's here too. Smoke goes in. The gas nade coming in from Davies. That should do a bit of damage, and Reliable going to be the one to pick off Xander. These players are just running straight into his crosshair. Finally gets the kill. A bit shaky, but it still goes his way. A great play from LVC there. The pinch working perfectly. Reliable just tossing out a few more mines, and he will get the last kill. Another great play from LVC, and they are just rolling in this one so far. Not a whole lot to talk about going into the last round of the first half. It's 5-0 in LVC's favor. This is one of their preferred maps. And I believe they picked it. I don't know. I don't know whose map pick this was. I'd have to ask Davies after the map ends. And we can I can get that information for you guys though. I'll confirm after this map ends. And so far it's been all the LVC. And we see them head back to the bedroom site. The only one that was really a close round. I mean, even the last round where Plexios just throws himself at the other team and dies immediately. Not really going to do much. And, oh, Plexios also going Pulse here. A bit of a switch up from the last time they played on this bedroom site. It's going where he would typically be playing Frost. He decides to pick up the Pulse this time around. May have something in the works. As we see a similar setup to the previous attack for Keiser. But the difference here, they're going to have that Twitch drone to take out some utility if it doesn't get destroyed before so. And they'll have the Blitz again. I'm interested in what the Blitz is going to do here. I don't really see people play Blitz almost ever, so I'm very curious as to what their plan is. They don't have a lot of hard breaching either. They have one hard breacher to get all of this damage done. And alongside that, they only have the 3 charges from Ronibos to work with, other than the nades. So, not 100% sure how they plan to attack this site, but looks like that first charge will go in. Reinforcement going to be taken out. Reliable gets taken for the first blood here as well. Another good start for Keiser, but Davies watching this drop. He may have one on his way, but trying to take a second. That was Ronibos. He was all by himself. Usually you'll see a very heavy team play from that blitz, but for now it looks like he's by himself. Emporium takes out Xander, so that's the Thatcher gone. As Emporium finds a second, can he get the third? Blitz is right there, gets the down. Huge kills from Emporium, finds 3. Now it's all down to Ice and Raid. He has his teammates to support over here. Can hear that castle wall being punched out very slowly by Raid. Ice is going to be looking to pinch here onto the site. Emporium has a really good angle onto this window. Davies still watching the hatch, and Plexios going to be right on the other side of this breach here to work. Not going to get anything on that heartbeat sensor. 35 seconds left. Keiser needs to start making a play. Emporium does a lot of damage to Abstract. Doesn't get the kill, but he's going to see him jump in. He's 1 away from the ace. Can Emporium get it done? Only have to wait for his teammates. He almost got shot in the back, but not quite. Spots Ice. Ice peeks it. Gets the kill. Just 15 seconds left, though. Has to kill both of these players or just get that diffuser down. Has it in hand. But look at this hold from Davies. 6-0 going into the second half. It's been all LVC so far. Now on to match point for LVC. And it looks like they're going to be on the bedroom site here. It's going to be that second floor. We saw LVC have a fair bit of success. I mean, they had a success on every site. They won 2 rounds on each site, but typically ran with that mirror plane. That's not going to be the case here. It's going to be trap operators. If you are the side of Keiser, we have Bandit, Jaeger, Valk, Castle, and Frost. So, gonna still run that Castle strat with Frost mats to pair. Jaeger, always a great pick to have. Those ADSs are huge. Come in handy a lot of the time. Looks like they're not going to leave. They're going to break this window completely. Ronibos is just going to be... Actually, Ronibos looks like he's just going to put the castle there, and he does. Emporium getting on the sledge. Reliable will be playing IQ. The Senate... Wait, Plexios is on Finca. That's an interesting pick. I'm not sure how that one happened, but Plexios may just have a plan in mind. What is he doing? He's flicking all around. Senate gonna have to toss down this. Take that thermite nade and take out the bandit from that wall. Xander does have 2 more, but he gets picked off, so now there's no way to trick this wall, and there's no way to block off the breaching from the side of LVC. Puxios pops the Finka. Has a great drone in on one of these players. That's going to be the Valkyrie. Emporium with the wall bang, and he gets the kill. Fantastic drone from Plexios. As Plexios just doing everything he needs to with the drones. We may have to send that clip to Keiser after this, as they are almost likely going to think Emporium is hacking, especially with that. And look at the droning work from Plexios. So perfect. They're 1 away from the 7-0, and they get it. Fantastic work from LVC. Keiser not going to get a single round in map number 1. Fantastic work. If you are LVC, there still is at least 1 more map in this series, but I believe it is their pick on to Clubhouse. 11-4 from Reliable. Emporium 9-3. Not too shabby from LVC there. They will have to go to Cafe now and see if they can continue their dominance there. But I believe we will have a small break before we get to that map. So we will be right back as we get ready to head on over to map number 2 on Cafe. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with map number 2. It was a dominant one for LVC over on Clubhouse. They won 7-0. Not a single round to Keiser. They're going to have to find a way to respond here, and we'll start it out on the picks and bans. They banned Thatcher. That's the surprising one to me, is I don't know if Thatcher's really used that much on this map. Well, the Thatcher was very useful on Clubhouse. I don't think he gets used a whole lot, especially by LVC here on Cafe. LVC going to ban the Osa. Very standard, and we'll see the Azami get taken off the map, I would imagine, as well, from LVC here. Just and there it is, the Azami out of the way. Now Keiser going to look to ban. They did ban the Cade last time. I feel like it's not going to be Cade again. I feel like it could very well be the Solus or maybe even the Capcan, as we saw both of them be very strong operators for LVC last map. No, it's going to be the Mirror actually taken away. Also a good pick, I would say. We are heading into round or map number 2. See, normally here is where I would discuss or kind of point out some things that like made the first map interesting and what teams need to do better or work or just like continue doing. And man, it was a 7-0, and it wasn't even a close 7-0. It wasn't like every round came down to the wire. It was pretty much every round was like a 1v4, 1v5 at the end of it, and it was just domination. Keiser just needs to find a way to bounce back here. And they're going to go to the 3rd floor to start things out here on Cafe. They're going to have a Warden. I know Plexios has played him a couple times in this map, so may find some utility here. Also going to see Mute, Jaeger, and Elysian in the Aruni as well from Ice. Looks like we're going to see LVC opt for the Ace. Ayana and William on the Zofia. Reliable taking up the sledge in the Senate, playing Flores. I did talk to the players before the game, as I do with every team. Always have a good conversation with them before their matches, and I saw the Senate grinding out some crazy little spots that he has with these Flores drinks, so we'll have to see if he's able to get something going there. Put a couple holes in the wall. Do a little bit of parkour with the drone and pop it on through. We started though with Reliable tossing a few nades up top. And Plexios getting muted out by... Wait. Plexios just going to toss a nade in here. He knows exactly where this player is at with that drone info, but looks like it's not going to connect. It's an interesting spot from Xander there. But the droning again from LVC is very good right now, as he's been able to find a few players, but it's not going to matter. Ice takes out Emporium to start things off. So that'll be the Zoff off the map. Another Flores drone coming in for the Senate. Trying to take out some of the close barriers to their entry. Plexios, though, going to find 2 off his entry into the building. Maybe Xander and Raid out of the way. But a trade from Davey, or onto Davies. Plexios just has to hop off the drone and quickly look for a peek, and he gets the kill. Shots are a bit shaky, but it doesn't matter. Reliable cleans things up over onto Ice as well, so now it's just down to Claire. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Plenty of time to get onto site and get this diffuser planted and force Claire into a clutching situation. I mean, not that he's already, not that he isn't in one now, and a good shot from Claire onto Reliable. Over towards White. Gives him a chance. On 2v1. Plexios going to plant the diffuser. Trying to wall bang. Doesn't quite hit the shots. So he's got to be careful. He finds Plexios too. But now the diffuser just has to get taken down. Claire, no. And he does not. Claire not expecting the Senate to be all the way upstairs. On the roof of the building. Great angle from the Senate. Keeps Claire at bay and takes the round for LVC. That is now 8 straight for them. Now, Keiser going to move all the way down to the kitchen. See if they can maybe find some better success there. They're going to take up the cave, though. It's going to be Xander picking it up. Outside of that, it'll be a fairly similar situation, or similar operator composition. Outside of Raid, who also picks up a different op on the Valkyrie. Valkyrie is a great one to have on this site, as usually you'll have a lot more players holding down inside the site itself. And those Valk camps come in big when you can kind of see where they're at upstairs, those smaller cams, and put them into better spots. But is it going to be enough to get their first round of the series on the board? Or is LVC just going to continue wiping the floor with them? Reliable hops into the building, and he's actually going to have the lobby for free. Emporium, though, is not going to have much else on his side as he dies over in white. But Reliable is in a great spot, just has to hold his irons here and wait for his teammates to reinforce him. Looks like it's just going to be a brute force push straight through the front of the site. Three, possibly four players on this site. It's going to be a basically a 4v4, but you got to be careful with the player above him too. This could be a good hold for Keiser, though. They're in really good positions. Raid also has a cam, another cam to work with, so that one will get placed on down. The Senate going to get high onto this Valkyrie. Can he win the fight? Gets Raid very weak. As they peek again, and that's going to be their life. Plexios finds another. Emporium just doing his job, holding the cams. As we'll see one of these players going on a... It's going to be Xander, but he's going to be found out. Claire is down as well. That's going to be Plexios with the kill. It's all down to Ronabos. Had 2 in the first, but he's going to need another one, or 1 in the first. He's going to need another 4 and the ace if he wants to get this round, but the Fuser is down. He does not have a lot of hope in his hands. He has Davies and Plexios just staring right at him. And Plexios is going to be the one to get the kill. Hops out over towards Brown. And that's going to be a free kill as Ronabos not even looking his direction. 2-0 for LVC here. Great work so far from the boys of LVC to keep things going, if not given up an inch here. Now it's going to be back up to the 3rd floor. This looks like it's a rook. They're going to want that extra health this time around for Ronabos. And Malusi for Raid. Xander on the Capcan. This is such an interesting setup. I've never seen this composition before. I'm very curious to see what the play is. As normally that bathroom wall is also getting reinforced, and that's not the case this time. That's just going to get blown up. So a very unique setup here if you are Keiser. They just want to find any way they can to just get a singular round on the board, much less win the game. They just want something out of this. There going to be any spawn peaks from Keiser? Looks like that will not be the case. Plexios tosses in his clone. They don't have a mute this time, so Plexios can kind of just roam free with this clone until it gets taken down. Finally, it'll get shot in the back there, but not before he gains a fair bit of information and buys some space on the map. You also see the pings coming in for these Capcan traps, or at least some of them. This Flores drone gets taken down. Now Reliable on the IQ, trying to get any extra spots that they can onto some of these pieces of utility around the map. Next to throw in the drone as well. Reliable drops on in. There's going to be one player on piano. He takes a bullet, but it's not going to put him to the ground. Plexios pushing in with the clone. Gets 2 spotted, but Reliable not going to win the fight with Xander. So it's 4v5 for Keiser. It's a few times now that they've had first bloods. Does Plexios get this nade kill? He does not, but the gun will do it. And there's going to be a second that peeks him. He's going to take that fight every day of the week. Emporium finding another. Look at Plexios just walking into these fights and taking every single one. Flash doesn't matter, but Plexios can't quite get the kill. as Davy's going to have to get the trade, but there are enough players from LVC to do that. Fantastic work so far from LVC to keep the dominance going. 10 straight rounds for LVC. Doing a fantastic job of keeping the momentum up. Looks like we're going to see another third floor hold. It's the third time around. Maybe the third time's the charm, but so far it has looked very rough, especially on this site. Not too sure what to expect here. They now have a dock and a rook. The rook plates were not enough last round, so they think that maybe the dock is the one to call, and they may very well be right. They at least have a lot more health to work with, as if they didn't have enough already with the rook, the rook armor. And there's also going to be a Goyo for raid. Although Ice and Xander going to keep themselves on the Aruni and the Kapkan. But they need to find a solution. You cannot lose this round here if you are Keiser. You are more than certainly checked if you're losing this one. You have 2 forms of extra health, and if you're still not winning the round, I mean, it's just tough. Especially after getting a first blood last round. Not being able to convert.
Reload.
Yeah, it looks like I hear a Nitro Cell come out from somewhere. Reliable, though, going to get a free blood on the raid. That's the Goyo down. That's Ice off the map, too. Good shots from Reliable. I guess they just didn't expect him to push through this window so quickly. As I mean, to be quite honest, I wouldn't either. Plexios, though, falls to Xander. The Senate gets the trade onto Claire. So it's just Ronabos and Xander now left alive. As Ronabos trying to get some damage done through White, but he's the last player left alive, and now the only player he can heal on his team is himself. And the diffuser is down 1v4. This is not a good situation to be in. Players all over him. Reliable going to be the one to fight him, but he looks the wrong direction. As Ronabos gets down, but the Senate will be the one to finally take him out. Now a 4-0 scoreline. This has been a tough one to watch. Normally, like, my commentary for Rainbow is really bad, but to be quite honest, this game has been so fast it doesn't really mean anything. Caveira. When was the last time Caveira was picked anywhere? Maybe like 2019? There's no way. Wait, what is this comp? We're going to see a Legion and a Aruni. Well, actually, Legion is different. Xander has been playing Kapkan. We're going to see the Aruni still from Ice. Claire and Ronbo is going to bring out the Rook and the Dock again, but this time, Raid has the Caveira. Sitting at 0-4 at the moment, just wants to get something on the board for himself. Try and make something look respectable here, but it's been tough. Ronbo is the only one keeping up as he is 4-4. But man, Plexios at 8-3, and the Senate has not died yet. He is 5-0 right now. So I'm curious. Give me the Raid perspective. Has Dead Silence, something I know what to work with. The one COD ability that's in this game. Dead Silence is available. Oh my god. Look at this. The Rook is here, and so is the Caveira. And the shots are clean! Gets the down. Has to throw out the impact, and it doesn't get enough damage done. Plexios finds Claire. Davies in a good spot to get rezzed. Raid just trying to find anything, and he's going to pay with his life. Gets so aggressive, and it pays off with nothing. getting absolutely robbed in the broad daylight of Cafe. And here comes Emporium, blasting onto the site, looking to get the diffuser down. The Ying flash comes in. Plexios finds Xander. As Reliable just gets a freebie as the Doc drops right into him. And Ice, Plexios looking. Plexios gets turned on! No, he didn't get turned on. Reliable killed him. Reliable killed Plexios there. Somehow before he killed Ronabos. 5-0. How did that play from Cav and Rook not work? I'm astounded that the Cav couldn't get any. Cav Rook combo just got nothing done other than a down. This LVC just storms their. They didn't even need to storm their way onto the site. The site came to them. As now the comp is looking like Legion, Aruni, Pulse, Cade, and Tachanka. I love myself a Tachanka. Look at that wall open. Good thing Friendly Fire's not murdered his teammate. Raid still just trying to find something to get him. I would ask LVC to run right into this man's crosshair, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not that mean. As Davies playing the one new guy with the bees. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name. He doesn't get played because if I remember correctly, he's not great. Grim. He's a very mid-tier operator, but he may have some utility here. As LVC look like they're just about to start running at Keiser. Plexios got eyes with that drone. Definitely not here. Good play from the Legion. Oh my god, Plexios! No way, Plexios! I've just seen that! He didn't know either of those players were there. I can't believe that. Now the last two players of Keiser are off-site, but Raid has one walk right to him and not going to get the kill. It's all down to Xander. 1v5, just trying to run outside, and he's not able to. This is painful, ladies and gentlemen. This is painful. What is very likely to be one more round. Could be a 14-0. Could to get us out of here and on to the Overwatch match in 2 hours. Bro, I was expecting this match to end at like 7:15. All right. Well, Plexios gonna look for the Cav himself. That's scary if the year was 2018 and I was still in high school, but not now. I mean, the dead silence lasts for a whole second and a half at this point, so it's kind of a useless operator. But we'll see. What I am already going to say is a troll comp from LVC. They're just destroying every wall. They don't want to reinforce anything. They don't feel the need to. And I mean, I can understand why. Plexios is 13-4. I mean, they have a round to give, but I feel like the 14-0 would look kind of funny. Wait, Davies is 2-1, and Emporium is 2-2. They've been doing nothing on the map. They haven't had to do anything. That is actually absurd. Capitao from Raid. Ronabos taking up the Ash. IQ from Claire. Ice on Ayana. And Xander with the Aruni. Oh, can you get the alignment? Yes, he can. Here goes Xander. Not quite on that site, but they're starting to make their way through. Where is Plexios at? Waiting for the drop down from the ceiling. Two of them are waiting. Plexios and Emporium are looking at the ceiling. Wait, James has two clones in the same spot, basically. Emporium looks at the wrong direction. Xander gets two as he finds the Senate downstairs. Look at Plexios. He is flying. Oh, the shots at the pistol are on target. Getting the interrogation. Wait, no. He's actually going to get it. He does. That's the knife right to the back of the throat. And now LVC has all the info on these players. Here goes another one. Is he going to go for a second interrogation? No, Plexios, you don't have to do this, buddy. That's just cruel. It's a bit cruel and unusual punishment, but we'll certainly dish it out. As Ronipos gets another kill and another interrogation. Last player left alive is Claire. Plexios has 3 interrogations on the round just to make sure they have the information. What a round from Plexios. As LVC take that one 7-0, 7-0. I cannot believe it. Plexios, man. 16-4. That's rough, buddy, as a great character once said. I mean, I don't have words for that, man. Like, that was just brutal. I feel a bit bad almost. But that will be it for now. I don't have analysis. That was painful. What am I supposed to analyze? Please tell me what I'm supposed to analyze. There was nothing that I could talk about in that series. So that'll be it for right now. We'll be back in 2 hours with LVC Overwatch looking to take on Messiah, and what will hopefully be a bit of a closer matchup, as this will be a rematch from the Appalachian Conference. They stole the first seed from LVC in Appalachian. Can LVC take the win back in NACE? We shall find out in just a couple hours. We'll be back at a